Where's these vampires coming from? We need to wipe them out before things get...
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Now, if you don't mind, what is it that you need? I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
Hey, get out of here!
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can.
You need to leave.
What you're asking for is insane. Impossible. You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? With the threat of war on my doorstep?
You need to leave.
There must be another way. The risk is too great.
You need to leave.
Alduin, the World Eater himself. But
Get out of here!
how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end
You need
times?
to leave. You need to leave.
I didn't say anything about giving up.
You need to leave.
Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace?
You need to leave.
I want to help you,
You need
Dragonborn.
to leave.
And I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city?
You need to leave.
No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack.
Get out of here!
I'm sorry.
You need to leave.
Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep.
Get out of here.
Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council,
You need to leave.
then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen.
You need to leave. You need to leave. Hey, get out of here!
Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
You need to leave. You need to leave. Hey, get out of here!
With good planning and constant vigilance.
You need to leave.
Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack.
You need to leave.
But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back.
You need to leave.
Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters,
You need to leave.
that is the best we can do.
You need to leave.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep.
Hey, get out of here!
Aldwin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs. I see. The dragon will lead you to Aldwin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Sky above, voice within.
You can afford a second or two. I'm not interested, Jerry. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
Wanderer like you must have plenty of days to them. But I'm afraid I'm too busy here.
I've a lot of respect for the rest of it. They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice, shouted him apart. Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thu'um be taught? Like any skill. Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead. You look like you could use both.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir?
Are my men now
You
giving
can't
free
force
rein to
a
anyone
lord
who
to
wanders
accept
into the
help
castle?
he hasn't asked for.
Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Have we? Oh, of course. You were at Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. I suppose that's true. Fine. Why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen. Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding. If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor. Speak with Legate Ricka. She will determine if you are Legion material. The Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that, dragons or no dragons. I'll be the judge of that. Besides, by all reports, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as much as we are from these dragon attacks. You may have a point. I'm always surprised by how seriously the Nords take these things. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Sir.
Eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We have taken a side because there's no hard fight.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. What does bring you to me? It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Alduin, the World Eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it? Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
The Greybeards have called a peace council at High Hrothgar. And can you believe it? Both Ulfric Stormcloak and General